How's it going, everybody? It is your boy, the one and only Chaos Gamer, and we are back with more My Hero Academia Ultra Impact. And today, it is finally time to break down the brand new Shoto Todoroki, the brand new Inasa, and the brand new Camie that have come out into the game. We're going to be looking at the kits as well as the support memory kits and see whether or not they can hold up to the game or not. Now, if you haven't seen already, which was the summoning video that I uploaded with the Shoto Todoroki, God, I'm gonna spoil it in 3 seconds. So 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, that was so abysmal how I did that summoning video. We did get a support memory that was a UR, but I'm just like, damn, why is it so hard to pull these new UR characters majority of the time? But let's not waste any more time. Let's blow this shit right up. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with the video. So the first character we are going to be looking at is the Shoto Todoroki. I always start with the brand new character that is the UR first, and then we work our way down towards the other characters and the support memories that we leave for last. So what does the Shoto Todoroki actually do? So there's plus ultra, which is known as the Dance of Fire and Ice, and inflicts 650% damage to one enemy. Enemy minus 30% defense if they have frostbite, and plus 40% skill damage if the enemy is burning. Now, you probably are asking, well, Chaos Gamer, what is a frostbite? I'll let you guys know what a frostbite is because they actually do explain it. This is kind of a new mechanic. I never heard of this mechanic in the game, and trust me, I do remember majority of the units that have come out in the game. And unless it's a SR, I have never seen any character have a frostbite mechanic before. But let's take a look at his first action skill, which is known as the Ice Block, which is condition is 5 turns, inflicts 225% damage to all enemies, low chance of applying frostbite to enemies for 3 turns, and he fills his plus ultra gauge by 30%. That is a very, very good action skill, filling your plus ultra gauge and applying what is known as the new skill, which again we're going to go over in a little bit. The second action skill, which is known as the Icy Heat Wave, the condition is 5 turns, inflicts 350% damage to one enemy, medium chance of burning the enemy for 3 turns, medium chance of applying frostbite to the enemy for 3 turns, if used as the third skill in a skill chain. Now, we see that the fact that he is applying both burning and the frostbite as well, due to the fact that, this Shoto Todoroki does have ice and fire on him. I know in the Awaken one it just shows the fire, but they did specifically say, especially what he's known as, the ice and fire, and his plus ultra, which you probably have seen already, which, I'm not gonna lie guys, that plus ultra pretty freaking sick if I do say so myself. But let's take a look at his first auto skill, which is seeing the bigger picture, which enemy minus 15% speed for 3 turns. When HP is above 50%, he also gains 40% skill damage, which is very good. So that means his skill damage is going to be relatively hitting more harder. So if you think about it, instead of 225% damage, you add the 40 to that, you are basically getting 265% damage. And then with the Icy Heat Wave, he's basically going to be doing 390% more damage with his second active skill, which is very good. Now his second auto skill, which is moving forward, when HP is below 50%, fills plus ultra gauge by 50%, and reduces active skill cooldown by 3 once only. That is very good. This is the first character I think in my time of playing this game as well that has had that. I thought about that the other day as well. I was like, damn, it'd be crazy, like for anniversary, if we get a character that can lower their action skills or lower allies action skills by a certain amount, and finally we have a character that is able to do that. So if you think about it, once his health is lowered by 50% HP, we are able to use the second action skill in 2 turns, and same thing for the first action skill as well. Holy shit, I feel like it'd be more broken if it was like more than once only, but that sounds crazy to hear. Now let's explain what the frostbite is. So the frostbite is a mechanic that prevents skill chaining and inflicts 20% self damage based on the damage character dealt. So it's a double-edged sword at the end of the day. It is good, but at the same time it does come at a risk of a lot of your HP wasting. So I suggest you do have a healing character on your team, which is the Shoto, who is very meta right now, the Uraraka, who is very good, she's top tier as well. Basically, healing characters will benefit while using this Shoto Todoroki. He isn't like the Kaminari, where the Kaminari isn't really, doing much. All he's doing is just hitting your allies for no reason at all, and he's debuffing you. But this is the only downfall with this Shoto's problem. But also, you could have the Hawks on your team as well, which will be able to, you know, get an evasion off, so you won't take as much damage. But again, you won't take any damage with the evasion as well, because you're not getting hit by the character. They're basically doing 0 damage to you. So when you are strategizing around the Shoto Todoroki, make sure you do have those characters in mind. I will say it one more time. The Hado, the Uraraka, and the Hawks are the best partners to have around the Shoto Todoroki. Now, the next character we are going to go over is the Inasa. I did see that he had an A at the end of his name. I don't know how I got, I saw somebody with the E. I think it was on the Discord, but I don't want to blame anybody if it was on the Discord. I don't know. It's probably my head messing with me. But let's take a look at his first plus ultra, which is known as the Mountain Storm. It inflicts 500% damage to one enemy, plus 30% skill damage if they are burning, medium chance to make enemy bleed for 3 turns. So this Inasa is wanting to be run with the new Shoto Todoroki, which we'll have to see, because if he doesn't hit all enemies, most likely he is not going to be a good partner to run. And if he doesn't really help the Shoto like that, he's also not going to be a good character to run with the Shoto. But let's take a look at his first action skill, which is known as the Dragon Whirlwind. That is a cool name. The condition is 4 turns. So he inflicts 200% damage to all enemies. Okay, so he is AoE, so I do like that already. Kind of could run him with the Shoto so far. Then he lowers the enemy speed by 25% for 3 turns. That is good right there. Wow. And he has a low chance to make enemies bleed for 3 turns. Oh, okay. So his first active his first active skill is very good. I do like that he's making the enemy slower for 3 turns. That is a while, especially if you're doing Ultra Arena. The second thing that he's doing as well is making the enemy bleed, which is like burn. You know, you're taking damage as the turns go on. So yeah, his first action skill is very good. Now his second action skill, which is known as the Passion Fever, the condition is 5 turns and plus 40% attack for 3 turns, and all allies gain 30% speed for 3 turns if used in a skill chain. Okay, so second action skill is a good support type mechanic, and the first action skill is actually very helpful because it does, I think the bleed and the burn do stack. I don't know. You guys can confirm that in the comments. So yeah, so far I'm thinking, you know, he could be a good option if you don't have any good characters to run with the Shoto Todoroki. But again, I do think healing characters are the way to go with the Shoto Todoroki, because if you do get that chance of getting the Frostbite, then if you don't have somebody evading or how he's not taking any damage at all, most likely he will be getting hit a lot, because of the fact that the Frostbite does do damage to him as well, with the characters doing damage to him. Now, the first auto skill, which is known as Shiketsu in the West, fills plus ultra gauge by 30%, plus 20% attack if the character has speed active. So his action skills are helping with his auto skills. Then his second auto skill, which is known as the Sports Minded, when HP is below 50%, he gains 40% skill damage and gains ecstatic for 3 turns. Ecstatic? That's new. I never heard of that that buff before. I have never heard of that buff. Damn, I can't really switch between tabs right now because I am recording. I guess when I go over the event, we'll talk more about what that ecstatic mechanic is, because I have never heard of that mechanic before, so we'll have to see what it is for now. So I do like that he is getting the 40% skill damage, so he is the type of character that once he gets below 50%, he's going to most likely be hitting harder. It would be preferred if he does hit harder and get more defense, but that's not really that big of a deal. At the end of the day, he is a good SR. Nothing crazy, but he is a good SR to run on the team. Good support type. Hits AoE characters, and he's lowering the speed, and he's causing bleed as well. So if you did pull this man, and you know you don't have a lot of red characters, he is a good red character to work on. Now, oh, wrong thing. Why is that there? What the hell? Hold on. Let me actually do this live on video, because sometimes I be doing it. Okay, so next we do have the free-to-play character that is going to be the one that we are grinding for, which is the Camie from Shiketsu. Why is the kit messed up? Okay, so we'll just go our way backwards. So her plus ultra, which is known as the Phantasmic Kick, it inflicts 500% damage to one enemy, high chance to charm the enemy for 3 turns, and the enemy minus 20% skill damage for 320. Now, the 20% less skill damage, that is good right there, my god. And the high chance to charm enemies for 3 turns, we'll talk about that in a little bit, because, you know, that is actually a good mechanic to have, especially for the first time having it on a character. You'll see guys in a second. So the first action skill, which is known as 2Q, it has the condition of 5 turns and low chance to charm all enemies for 3 turns, and then fills all allies plus ultra gauge by 20%. The second action skill, which is known as the Super Delightful, enemy minus 25% defense for 3 turns. Low chance to confuse the enemy for 2 turns if they are charmed. Medium chance to charm the enemy for 3 turns. So the first action skill and the second action skill are kind of working together in the sense that they are trying to charm the enemy, but it is better to use it on the second action skill if you are trying to pull off the charm. So the first auto skill, which is known as the Trendy Words, all enemies minus 40% speed for 4 turns. Damn. So most likely, if you are facing against somebody with this Camie, they are basically going to be slow as hell for the first 4 turns, and you're going to be way faster than them. So if you could be very technical with this Camie, I feel like if you have 2 very powerful characters in the front and then just have this Camie in the backside as the third character in the front, then you could basically be OTKing people very fast. But that all depends on, if your character's maxed out and you're going up against somebody who's very, very weak. Now, the second auto skill, I don't see the name for it. I don't know why that hasn't been established yet, but it's whatever, I did get this right when they did come out, so it is kind of my fault. I should have waited a little bit longer. But, a YouTuber's got to do what a YouTuber's got to do. So the second auto skill is nothing. When HP is below 50% HP, fill all allies plus ultra gauge by 20% and recover all allies HP by 10% for 3 turns. That's a okay second auto skill. You are getting health and you are getting plus ultra gauge by 20%, but there is a character that exists named Hado and Uraka who are able to do stuff that are better than that. Plus you are able to just get 30% off the fact that you could just skill chain. But again, if you don't have those top tier like characters that do boost plus ultra gauge, she's not a bad option to have. But mind you guys, again, that her condition is when it's below 50% HP, so you're not going to be able to see that for a while. So remember that. Now, as to explain her new mechanic, which is known as the Charm. While Charm is activated, medium chance to not use normal attacks. That is crazy because, once you use your action skills, basically the majority of the fights are based off the normal attacks. And then there are characters like Hawks that are able to do a second normal attack. So you're basically negating the fact that they are not able to do any normal attacks at all. And that is just crazy to me. This sounds like something that an anniversary unit could have. So we'll have to see, because right now that is crazy right there. Oh my god, the Frostbite and the Charm. I hope its static is good as well. Now for the UR support memory that is on the banner, we do have the Sign of a New Beginning, plus 40% crit rate if equipped to a power character, plus 20% max HP if the team has a pro hero character. So I do like the crit rate, and if equipped to a pro hero character, it has 20% max HP. To be honest, that's cool, but it's nothing crazy in my personal opinion. Especially, maybe for Kirishima, this could be good. But mind you, it does have to be equipped onto a pro hero character, so it does suck that doesn't work as well. But the 40% crit rate is good to have, just in case, you don't have any crazy support memories that boost damage or anything. You'll have one that boosts crit, so you'll be able to do like way more damage. Now, the second one that is out on the banner, which is known as the Put Your Hands Up radio, it fills your plus ultra gauge by 50%, gains resistance to confusion. I did say in my video, I did not find this one to be, it is good for the fact that you are gaining half of plus ultra gauge in one turn, basically, as soon as you start the fight. But I'm just thinking, if it's not active all the time, then it's just like, is it really that good of a support memory? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments if it is active all the time or it's not active all the time. You guys can let me know. I did not get the free-to-play support memory skill set yet. I didn't see it on the Discord. I probably missed it. I'll go over that when we do go over the free-to-play event, so you guys can see for yourself what the support memory actually does. But with that is basically it for the video. I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but it's always greatly appreciated. Also subscribe, and with that, I'll see ya when I see ya. Peace. Let me know in the comments if, again, you did pull the Shoto Todoroki or you did not pull the Shoto Todoroki.